So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
Hello everybody, welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here with Lotus as we bring you more of the African Conquest Cup. It's the semi-final time, it's best of threes, so it's no longer just like do or die. We're gonna get to see some action here. It's Madagascar, it's Scarlet Mayhem, into the coin toss, the lobby bans, then the bans, and then the action will begin. Thank you for tuning in to watch with us. It's a pleasure having you here, but let me hand you over to Lotus as she takes us through the coin toss and the lobby bans.
Hello everyone. Today we are starting off with Madagascar versus Scarlet Mayhem. As Madagascar did win the coin toss, so we'll be going off with the picking the sides of the lobby, and then we can finally start with the drafting. Sorry for the delay, there has been a few issues coming our way, but it is finally sorted and we can begin. So, Madagascar versus Scarlet Mayhem. This is actually going to be very fun, as these are two of some of the biggest teams in the southern regions, to be honest. Naturally, we have Madagascar's famous people like Shiro himself, Larry and B with his signature marksman, Zilan with his amazing assassins, and naturally there is Scarlet Mayhem with a large, wide hero pool and a lot of good micro skills coming in from several of the players. So, ladies and gentlemen, please do leave a like, share and subscribe. And also do not forget to vote who you think will win and in which ratios. 2-1, 2-0, and in favor of which teams. So, Madagascar went for the right side of the lobby, not getting the first pick in the drafting phase. However, the reason they went for this might be because they wanted the last pick, just to be able to counter all of Scarlet Mayhem's heroes. But let's see. What do you think? Now, we'll be waiting for the bans patiently, as we do see Shiro from the side of Madagascar banning out the Kimmy and the Granger, some of the strongest marksmen, and recently as I've been learning how to play marksman, these two have always been the greatest pains in my neck.
Hey, so it looks like the bans are coming through. Kimmy Granger?
Yes, as we wait for Scarlet Mayhem's bans.
Yeah, Sushan Sicilian, so they're hitting the mages hard here. Double double mage bans coming through. Madagascar and Scarlet Mayhem. Well, let me get the polls up for everybody. While we wait for everyone to click the ready, it's just Saint Eve. Come on, Saint Eve, press that ready button. Let's get into the action.
So, Waylander, these are two great teams. Who do you think personally will win based on experience?
Well, Madagascar has the experience of being in semi-finals and finals quite often in comparison to Scarlet Mayhem, though I'm not taking Scarlet Mayhem lightly, because as we know, this game, anything can happen. As we saw, yesterday, there was lots of excitement going on. Soul Society winning the Viking series there, doing an excellent job. So, based on previous streams, as Madagascar, very strong squad, right? Also with like recent additions like Memphis to the mix. Memphis was the jungler for the winning side in the Conquerors of Dawn tournament last year. So he's a very good jungler. So I'm quite interested to see how this is gonna play out. But Lotus, into the bans we go.
Yes, first out, banned from the side of Scarlet Mayhem was Kalea, and Larry and B taking out the Lucas from the equation. So, right now they're making sure to take out the meta from both teams.
Agreed. Very much agreed. But we must also remember there was a Zushin ban in the lobby. So could we possibly get to see the Hylos being picked up very soon as a first pick? Because without a Zushin, Hylos is gonna have a nicer time. Also, there is the first respect ban. So we were just talking about how it's the meta bans. First respect ban comes through. It's the Lunox. Larry and be quite deadly on that Lunox. So they eliminate the Lunox from the equation. So Scarlet Mayhem definitely doing their homework.
That is true. As we do see the Fanny being banned out, so one high mobility jungler taken out of the equation.
Yeah, but that still leaves the Suyu, it still leaves the Joy. But it looks like Take Me wants to take the Fasa as the first pick.
Play the hero. I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
Bartha and then being responded with a Hayabusa pick.
Nice.
That is not gonna be easy for Barca.
Yeah, Hayabusa, good counter. Good counter in there. Memphis looks like he's going on. Oh yes. So Memphis, there's also Xylan here for Madagascar. He's also a good jungler. So Memphis looks like he's switching to the XP lane in this lineup, going for the Yuzong. So a double counter to the Fasa right now, because you've got that shadow kill coming out from the Hayabusa. You've got the Black Dragon form from the Yuzong. Very difficult if you're going to be a Fasa right now.
That is true. And with Larry and B picking up his, I think it's a signature Moskov, but he also now gives him even more mobility to his team, just being able to jump from one side of the map to the other.
Yeah. That's true. So Saint Eves going for that obvious pick to try to deal with the early game potential from a Yuzong, because Yuzong can kill you level 1. Like if he lands that full-on combo, first skill, petrify, basic attack, and then just gets you with the first skill again, you can die. But I think Phoveus should be tanky enough to survive through that. Don Ryu going for the Florin pick. So with the support roam, I think we might be expecting, definitely we'll be expecting a tank or tanky jungler from the side of Scarlet Mayhem, because they've got that Valir ban out of the way as well to deal with that. So they're definitely going to be looking at one of those based on their drafting so far. Luxior going for that Matilda pick. Matilda is one of my favorite roams. If you don't know, now you know.
That is true, because she can immediately just take her team into team fight or help them out of one. And she's also, for support, she has a lot of damage.
Agreed. And now that pairs very nicely with the Yuzong. So Yuzong will be able to frontline without any fear. Just go in there, know that Matilda has got that escape for you. You got your plane ticket booked. You're gonna hit that Matilda airwaves and be able to get out from the whole mix. Ultra Violence going for the Eruthel pick to try to deal with the Moskov. Touch Me. So we got Take Me, and now it's Touch Me with the last pick there. Fredrin, as we expected, it was going to be a tank, and it should have been Fredrin because Fredrin is very strong at the moment. Shiro, Lotus, I don't know if you know, that is his signature hero, which is the Savior. He's
Once players main Savior, I really don't want to play against them because a good Savior is almost impossible to deal with.
Yeah. If you don't, especially if you don't have the backline dive to try to get to them, because the skill range is just so far. And well, Shiro on Xavier has made me eat my words on stream quite a few times. Because when I first got to stream games for Madagascar, I was looking at the Xavier and I'm like, wait, Xavier's not meta. I'm not sure how this works into the combination of what they're trying to do, but it turns out that Shiro on the Xavier is extremely deadly.
And that global range of Xavier's ult combined with the global range of the Moskov ult can also prove to be very deadly.
Yeah. Wave clears for days. Team fight potential for days. Madagascar has a very strong lineup, but we can't count out the lineup here from Scarlet Mayhem. They've got a bit of a snowballing kind of composition, especially with the Fredrin leading the line, but at the same time, it's not like they don't have enough late game potential. That Eruthel and Fasa, when they come online, can be very deadly, especially Eruthel. She's a proper late game hero. Shiro making the rotation across here. Looks like a bit of counter jungling going on. As Hayabusa opts to go for the invade. He should have his retribution, secures that there. So that's gonna delay Fredrin from getting that level 4. Though he should be able to pick that up with this, almost. Not quite level 4 yet with that gold creep. So Hayabusa, with that counter jungle, very, very nicely done. Fredrin just waiting to nice scout out here from Touch Me, just waiting to see who's going to make that dangerous play across the river. Meanwhile, Matilda with that airwaves allowing the Hayabusa, who has an insane amount of mobility, to be even more mobile.
That is true. Also, the Florin pick, especially late game, her healing can make a lot of Madagascar damage futile.
Yeah, nice stun coming out from Don Ryo as he helps set up that first blood. It's going to be no Phobius available. We are watching Matilda jump into the mix. Oh, there's going to be Xylan hopping around through those shadows. Just wants to get a bit of poke, force everybody back, give Yuzong the opportunity to get into lane. Yuzong is already level 4. So that means Black Dragon form is out. This is going to be a big old battle royale around the first turtle of the game. Both jungles trying to make sure they've got the retribution advantage. And we should expect Fredrin to start it off first.
And St. Eve's also made sure to get his ult just in time to be able to help his teammates.
Oh, there's a spear coming through there, but the turtle does go the way of the Scarlet Mayhem. The engagement continues as the Black Dragon form comes out. Hayabusa goes in. The Feathered Airstrike comes out. But oh, Hayabusa, my goodness, he almost gets the kill there onto Phobius. But and has the ability to escape. Oh, but look at that. He's actually going for a buff steal. Low health as he is while the fight's continuing. Memphis is taken down there in the bot lane. They're chasing him. But meanwhile, we did get to see like the Hayabusa. I was just focusing on this buff steal. Uses the distraction being caused there in order to steal the buff and keeps the gold lead within 300. So Scarlet Mayhem starting off with that early game potential that they do have, but not snowballing just yet.
Right now, both teams are relatively playing passive-aggressive the whole time. They poke each other, fight a bit, and then get the farm they need and get out.
Yeah, so basically like a bad relationship. Passive-aggressive.
It's an on and off relationship.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. Alright, so Moscow pushing the lane in here. Will Larry be trying to force a play out? Right now, it's going to be very difficult for Madagascar to try to go for any plays. I mean, you've got a lot of heroes who are late game. Like Xavier's a late game mage. Moskov,
That
Hayabusa as well. You know, it's not exactly like you got that early game potential.
and the Farsa has a way better wave clear potential than the Xavier does.
Yeah. The rotations are not going to be super quick. So we will expect that Matilda to stick around the gold lane as we see here, rotate towards the mid occasionally, as Scarlet Mayhem are trying to push the advantage through. They're already in position nice and early. Oh, but look at this from Silent. He's just forces the Farsa back, trying to escape the attentions from the Fredrin. But Matilda is there with that guiding winds to try to get everybody out. There's Xavier, hits that dawning light. The rotation comes across from the Phobius. He wants to frontline, circling Eagle onto a couple, but the feathered airstrike sets it up. It's going to be the Fredrin once more with that fast retribution. Manages to get that, but there we see the Yuzong. He's into the backline. He's just trying to stun everybody up. He's in a 1v5 situation. The team just opting from going in to help him. So that's 4 kills, and the turtle going the way of Scarlet Mayhem as they've built up a 1.5k gold lead. So engagement onto the Irithel. There's the first kill on the board for Madagascar. Xylan goes in with that shadow kill and gets that Irithel just underneath the turret. Though I don't think Moscow will be able to get too much of pushing done with the waves coming through right now. And Farsa making her way for the defense.
Sure, as we do see Florin making sure just to protect this mid tower. And right now Scarlet Mayhem does have a bit more teamfight potential than the side of Madagascar, so it does make things difficult, especially when they're in a 5v5 situation.
Yeah, so that is true. That is true. But it comes down to a patience game. The draft that Madagascar went with, it's all about patience. Oh, nice second skill there from the Irithel, doing a lot of damage. Oh, meanwhile, Yuzong once more is just being hard focused in that XP lane. It's going to be Xylan who has to escape here on the Hayabusa from the mid lane. The rotation is back in once more. Fredrin gets the CC up onto the Matilda. There's a lot of damage in there. Scarlet Mayhem moving like a unit here, using this early game potential very, very much to their advantage. They're swinging across the map, moving as a trio, knowing that Farsa can be here in the mid lane, clear the wave. She can get back to safety and rotate across for ganks in like double quick time because of that bird form of hers.
That is true, and the Hayabusa keeps trying to make a kill, but he just keeps struggling, especially with that Florin around.
The CC upon CC coming through. That's no Hayabusa, no retribution, as the third and final turtle is up. So this should go uncontested to the side of Scarlet Mayhem, picking up 3 objectives out of 3. Looks like they're going to be taking down the third one. A little bit of a potential steal there from Shiro, but we've seen how good Chashmi is with that retribution.
And right now, Scarlet Mayhem is also making sure not to give Madagascar really any gap to be able to farm. Just be able to, and also making sure that their team can farm as much as they can.
Yeah,
Because
that is true.
in a game, you just want to make sure to keep the advantage and the gap as wide as possible.
Nice pickup once again. Oh, there's going to be the engagement onto Moskov. He's going to get CC'd up. Can he escape? So close. No, the finisher is in there from Irithel. So 8-1 going the way of Scarlet Mayhem. They've been putting pressure all the way across the map. Though the mid lane turret has been taken down, it's going to be a bit of a trade-off here for this top lane turret. Yuzong and Phobius in a battle here for control of the bot lane. Phobius engaging onto the Yuzong. Yuzong trying to pull those stacks up, but Phobius is just one of those heroes that it's so difficult to engage upon. Oh, underneath the turret doing a little bit of damage in here as, oh, nice rotation here from Scarlet Mayhem. They're going to try and put the pressure here on the mid lane to try and re-exert some control. The Fredrin is into the jungle, scouting out with what's happening. We should expect a rotation here towards the XP lane as this engagement continues. Yuzong trying to build the stacks up. It's going to be Fossa. She's going to throw out a couple of skills. Doesn't get the lock on. It's Phobius underneath the turret. Circling Eagle is into the mix. The full team from Scarlet Mayhem with the wraparound play. They get yet another turret down, but they want to continue this advantage. Dawning Light coming through from the Xavier. Just not enough damage yet. He hasn't built those items up. Irithel, meanwhile, chasing the Moskov down. Moskov having to retreat.
And right now, Scarlet Mayhem also has the position advantage to take the first Lord of the game.
Oh, going in there. There's a Spear of Destiny, but the Hayabusa didn't manage to land that shadow onto the Irithel. So didn't manage to get that combination of that. Was a pick-off moment if there ever was one. But I mean, you gotta land that shadow for that to happen. First Lord of the game is up at the 9.5 minute mark, and it's Scarlet Mayhem with this early game potential in pole position to take this first Lord.
And right now, Scarlet Mayhem also has a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
To their advantage.
Oh, there's the engagement onto the Irithel. The Circling Eagle comes out. There's the shadow kill. They take down the Irithel here on the top lane. So it looks like they were going for a bit of a sacrifice play. Maybe? Oh, it's going to be the Yuzong in. Trying to engage onto the floor. Gonna get CC'd up. There's the control. Black Dragon form. Nothing doing. But it's going to be the Feathered Heaven Strike. That has been committed. Oh my goodness. There's going to be the Hayabusa dancing around. He's going to get caught up with the Phobius. Oh, he skips away, but he's going to get chased into the jungle. If Xylan manages to survive this, I don't think so. The stun beautifully done there by Don Ryo. Unstoppable here for this Fredrin at this moment. So definitely an uncontested Lord that will go their way. Meanwhile, Moskov did take the opportunity to take down a tier 2 turret. There's the engagement. Phobius onto Moskov. Moskov dance away. Circling Eagle onto the Phobius, but not too much damage being done. Feathered airstrike from the Fossa. Take that. Zoning everybody away.
Right now, it's very difficult for Madagascar to get a chance to farm up, but they did manage to get the more map control with Moskov pushing the lane. So if they can create more faint team fights without sacrificing themselves for it, then they can give their Moskov a chance to be able to push more lanes.
That's true. That is true. I agree with you there, Lotus. Split push would be the way to go for Madagascar, and this constant pressure and forcing of the team fights would be the way to go for Scarlet Mayhem. They are in a very strong position right now. They've got just over a 4.5k gold lead. They've got the map control on the side lanes. They want to take down this mid lane turret. We can see Larry NB there, just making sure the waves are not going to be synced up. He wants to keep this mid lane turret available. The Lord making its way towards the bot lane. Yuzong starting it up here, Memphis. As the jungle invade continues, Dawning Light just to scout out. Everybody's going to be caught here around this tier 2 turret. They're going to try to stay a bit safe. Yuzong wants to try and hopefully get towards the front line. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Moskov almost got taunted up there by the Fredrin. But once more, the action around the mid lane. It's a full 5v5. We're switching from Mobile Legends into Brawl maybe in this mid lane. We're just going to watch this about a little bit of patience. Going to see whether Scarlet Mayhem can force the play like they have been doing, or will the Madagascar be able to position themselves properly to make sure nothing is that mid lane turret still stands.
And Xylan taken down by the Ultraviolence.
Whoa, there's the continuation. Fredrin with the ultimate smash on top of the head there of the Yuzong. As it's a 1 kill because the rotation coming off from the Moskov and the Matilda gets a return kill. Fossa will try to get this mid lane turret while the pressure is being placed across. Moskov using the mobility being provided by the Matilda to make quick rotations. Oh, there's the mid lane. It's going to be a fight around this here. Matilda guiding wins, just pulling the Moskov back. They're like, Moskov, you're our win condition. We need to keep you safe for the time being.
Right now, Madagascar can't concede any more kills. They need to stay as alive for as long as possible, because the more time they die, the less time they have to defend.
Yeah, so Hayabusa just scouting out the bushes using that second skill of his. Manages to take his blue buff for once. Yuzong jumps into the bush here. Everybody congregating around the mid lane. This could be a battle, but discipline is necessary with just over 10 seconds to the next Lord. It's gonna matter who takes this. So far, no team's really going to try to control the game by pushing the lane. They're trying to set up for a potential pickoff to try to do that. As we see Moskov heeding my words and now getting the lane pushed in there. We'll know that any team fight, he's going to be delayed into the engagement. He's going to get that push going, takes down a turret. Will he continue the push? I don't know. Once more, Yuzong is engaged upon. He's gonna get stunned up. Uses the Black Dragon form defensively, so no Black Dragon form will be available. Oh, Dawning Light comes through. There's gonna be the Shadow kill from the Hayabusa. So lots of ultimates going through. There's not gonna be that many for this Lord, as the teams are trying to get the contest on. Matilda trying to front line in there. Circling Eagle is out. They're trying to create the angle for Silent to go in. Oh, he manages to get down Ryo. They're dancing in here. The damage has switched. It's going to be Frederick once more with that fast finger securing the objective. He's in the backline. He's trying to do something there, but he's going to get engaged upon there. Moscow dashes out of the way. Finally shuts down killing spree. Oh, Spear of Destiny from Moscow. But it's going to be that the Rose Gold Media that keeps the Aerothel alive, but the Shadow kill is in there as they take down the Aerothel. Mega kill, full team wipe. Lord is into the spawned up here with 5 seconds before Don Ryo can come in. There is a minion wave here. Can they take the tier 3? They're gonna go for the end. Oh my goodness, it's just a Flora left to survive. Phobius coming into the mix there. Larry and B, Lucky got to the base. Can they do it? Oh, what a turn of events. Oh my goodness, that was crazy, Lotus. That was absolutely legitimately insane. Would you have predicted that from the way the game was going?
No, I would not have, because Madagascar managed to use one team fight and turn the entire game around. But they also managed in that team fight, they managed to take the Fredrin just away from his team, take him down, and then take everyone else down.
Yeah. That's amazing. That was what a wonderful team fight there. Nicely done to Madagascar pulling a rabbit out of the hat. But Scarlet Mayhem, I mean, they if I was on the side of Scarlet Mayhem, I would be feeling a little bit disappointed right now. I mean, they had, just look at the statistics, look at the scores. They did so well across the board. Just as you said, one team fight changed the course of the game, and just wow, that was a wonderful matchup. But it's not over yet. It's not over till the fat lady sings it is gonna go. We're gonna head into the second match here. It is a best of 3. Scarlet Mayhem, they have the opportunity to even this out, take us into a third game. Or will Madagascar seal the deal? Let's get into the next match, into the next lobby. I'm sure Lotus has all of this set up, and we're gonna find out soon enough what's going on.
Right now, as you said, Scarlet Mayhem still has a chance to turn this around, which makes the best of 3s a lot more fun, because best of 1, it's a sudden death match, no second chances. However, with the best of 3, everyone gets at least one chance to give themselves the opportunity to recover from their mistakes.
That is true.
So,
that is true.
Personally, what would your predictions be for the second match?
Oh, this one's hard to call. Very, very, very hard to call. It depends now. Can Madagascar adapt to the draft and playstyle of Scarlet Mayhem? Will Scarlet Mayhem be able to continue with what they're doing? Because they have revealed their hand, showed their cards, showed one of their compositions and strategies. But I'm sure, knowing the team, knowing some of the players here, they've got some other strategies up their sleeve. Maybe potentially to take us to the second game. I would say this, to the third game. I will say this, I do kind of like third games. So let's see if Scarlet Mayhem can take us through to that.
As it does seem that Scarlet Mayhem, some of their members went offline.
Okay, probably some player swaps coming into the mix. Nice to have substitutes waiting on the wings. So we should see a couple of substitutes coming through, and then we're gonna head into that lobby banning phase, right? And while that's happening, while we're waiting for everyone to show up, we'll just take a quick pause. We'll be back with you in just a second.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
That I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused.
Alright, we're back with you live. It is Waylander and Lotus here from Waylander Gaming. If you haven't already, smash that like, share and subscribe buttons as we bring you the second game in this best of 3. For those of you tuning in right now, it was Madagascar in very dramatic fashion with that victory. As we see some player swaps coming in from both teams. Nabteezy in the mix here for Scarlet Mayhem, and 69 Shiny jumping in here for Madagascar.
Also, with the substitutes swapping, this also gives each team a wild card. As we do see the bans coming in: Kimi, Granger, Kalea, and Zushin.
Some very strong picks. So I'll just put that on screen for everybody. So Madagascar sticking with that marksman bans that they had from the previous game. Saying to themselves, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Kimi and Granger, the bands coming through, and Kalea Zushin for the side of Scarlet Mayhem. And well, with the teams being ready, well, almost ready, it's just one player. It's Shiny. You came in as a substitute. They presses that button. It's time to go.
And now we can start off with the second match for this evening. For the side of Scarlet Mayhem, it will be a do or die match. If they lose this, they're out.
Yeah.
So
Pressure. But notice that's how diamonds are made. Under pressure.
Sir, what's your command?
Juice, orange juice as well, but yes. As we do see Fanny being banned from the side of Madagascar. As we wait for Saint Eve's response ban. So right now, some of the teams are going for some of their first bans. Sicilian getting taken out. Everybody always wants to ban Sicilian. The poor guy.
Yeah, Sicilian, not a mage that generally people like to face up against. Very difficult to counter because of the slows and the damage output in his late game scaling.
Let's fight to our heart's content.
And his bad feats making everyone go bat crazy. Lucas being banned out by Shiny.
Ooh, looks like a definite
No
strat.
beast form.
Yeah, no beast form. Definitely looks like a strat coming in there from them.
Right now, as we have seen in the other tournaments, in the other matches, once Lucas comes into the game, the scales can be outweighed.
It's got so much of damage, so much of mobility.
Green and lively.
The final band there being Hayabusa and Shiny locking onto the Florin pick first up. So are they gonna switch it up here with this Florin, and then maybe they go for the Madagascar, go for the tankier liner?
That might be the case, and they probably don't want Donryu on the Florin again because his Florin made things quite difficult for them.
Yeah.
Donryu wanting to go for that
Sun
Khalid.
rises when I give the word.
So Khalid still very strong in the roaming position. Has that very fast rotation speed once he gets on his Sam Cloud. Take Me going once more for that Fasa pick. Some beautiful feathered air strikes coming through from Fasa in the previous match. Luxio locking onto the Badang, so it's going to be a Badang XP. Will we see the Phoveus being picked up once more? Phoveus a hard counter to the Badang. Still an option here.
And he went for that Moskov again. Right now he doesn't want to show any other marksman, he just wanted the Moskov.
Yeah. Well, Moskov is very difficult to deal with because of that split push potential, that engagement into the team fights. You know, it's a bit crazy to try to deal with him.
As we do get to see a Gadagach. Where's Skorpskinkle now?
The Gadagacha.
Ultraviolence getting the second last ban. They'll probably go for a jungler ban right now. I doubt they'll go for the mage ban. Because
Engulfed in flames.
I think they just want to just remove the poke potential. Valier is back in the meta. Especially against frontliners like the Khalid and the Gato. Just that amount of damage and slow and stuns that come through, it's a nightmare with the Valier. So I think that's what they wanted to eliminate from the equation.
True. And right now, Scarlet Man might go for another sustainable lineup. But we do get to see the Harith on the gold lane. So this will be fun because a Harith can counter a lot of marksmen on the gold lane.
Falling apart.
Yeah. With the YSS being picked up by Memphis here, very interesting. I would have thought with the Florin you need a little bit more of a frontliner. But this is looking like a very late game composition from Madagascar once more.
As we do see Shira picking up the Savior again. To be honest, every time you say frontline jungle, I'm really hoping for one of the teams to finally pick a Barats. However, no dinos.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, no dinosaur so far. Ooh, Napatisi with the Hanzo. By the looks of it, could work out for them here because there's a lot of backline targets. Also, you'll be able to hard focus that Florin.
True, and the only frontliner in Madagascar's composition would be the Bedang. So, Hunter might be having a good time.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That is definitely true. Though you will be able to, Memphis will be able to use that ultimate of his to scout out where the Hanzo is. I mean, the amount of blood stacks that he builds up now, it finishes a lot quicker than it was pre-update.
However, the adjustments made so that he can last longer and that he's invincible for that last bit, so he doesn't get killed during his ult, does make things a lot easier for him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, into the second game we go. It is gonna be Scarlet Mayhem up against Madagascar. Madagascar in the blue, Scarlet Mayhem in the red. It is first blood to Madagascar, but Scarlet Mayhem had an excellent performance in that first game there. It was a bit of like a dine and dash kind of steal from that from the side of Madagascar there. So it looks like Scarlet Mayhem are going to try to hopefully even the series up, take us into a third game. But let's get into the matchup. Let's see what's happening here. As we're just following the Khalid as he is following the Xavier.
as he does enter Stalker mode, we do see a 2v1, almost 2v2 at the top lane.
Yeah, so we have TZ here on the Hanzo. Very fast wave here. Oh, there's the engagement here onto Ultraviolence. But the counter engagement comes in from the Khalid. Gets stunned up by Larry and B there. Not quite against the wall, but oh, nice dash back here. That early game potential from both the Harith and the Khalid. Very, very deadly at this moment in time. Florin throws out a couple of heals, just make sure Larry and B is safe. Looks like we're gonna have a battle here in the gold lane. But okay, maybe not. Both teams were setting up for it, deciding to not engage. Oh, the stuns come through onto the Fossa. She manages to flicker a safety. So that forces the flicker out just before this first turtle of the game.
Right now, both teams did make sure that they can't play too aggressively if there's a chance that they might die. All of them have to be here in time for the turtle.
True, very true. Hayabusa just trying to get as much farm as he possibly can. Wants to get the positioning done nicely. Has the opportunity to do so. Donroy gets stuns up by that Florin. Meanwhile, Xavier has made the rotation across. Oh, there's the engagement. Nice second skill from Memphis, but he's going to get caught out. He manages to land. That Retribution is being stunned up. The Floral Bloom come through. But what a first crack from Butak. Oh my goodness. Spear of Destiny to the mix. There's the dawning light. There's the follow-up. It's 3-0 and the turtle. Oh my word.
Right now, Madagascar is making sure for this match, they're gonna get the early game advantage.
Yeah, with a late game team, that's quite deadly.
And the Donryu as a Khalid, who was poking the enemy team in the beginning, now he's getting poked the whole time.
Yeah. It's the stuns coming through there from the Florin. The range of it's quite high.
Which is a little surprising. I don't know much about the Florin. I'm not her biggest fan. However, we might be seeing some action in the top lane soon.
Yeah, Don Ryu just scouting out the bushes there. Florin doing the counter scouting. Just to make sure that Eason Shin, YSS, needs that farm. He is a bit of a late game monster. But needs the farm. Oh, there's the chase onto the Florin. Florin flickers out there. The continuation of the engagement. The Floral Bloom is in there. The YSS tries to get something done. Pops the ultimate. Has to second skill to safety. Fossa comes through. There's the feathered airstrike. Oh, takes down the YSS. Beautiful counter engagement here done by the Take Me on that Fossa as Scarlet Mayhem pick up 2 in response.
So right now, 4 minutes into the match, and the side of Madagascar does have a 1.5k gold lead.
Oh, there's the engagement from the Hayabusa, the follow-up from the Kali, singing out that Scimitar. They managed to take down Shiro. Very nicely done. And that, with the second turtle being up, gives them a bit of a numbers advantage. Gatto clearing his lanes, making the rotation across early. They want to get into position for their objectives. YSS Memphis, he's gonna have to throw that ult out very soon to scout out the bushes. Doesn't have the vision quite yet, but Dunn going for the wave cut, and oh, there's the engagement onto Don Ryu. Takes a bit of damage, but there is no real frontliner. They will have to wait for the Badang as Scarlet Mayhem camping nicely in the bush here. They're waiting for the opportunity. Gatto charges in, gets out that. Oh, there's the Avatar of Guardian. Doesn't manage to catch out to anybody. Look at the amount of damage coming through as they take down Don Ryu. They take down the Gatto as well. They're on the hunt now. YSS dishing out the damage. Moskov into the backline, trying to engage into the Harith Ultra Violence, not being able to survive the violence coming through from Larry and B as the first crack lands underneath the turret and they take down yet another. That was a quick 4 kills. And the turtle going the way of Madagascar.
Right now, for the next team fight of the turtle, Scarlet Man definitely has to make sure to take the Badang out of the equation ahead of time so that he doesn't cause problems like that again.
Oh, nice dash out of the way there from the Moskov. Almost takes out Don Ryu on this. Oh, Moskov, but he does go in there. Gets the start up. There's the follow-up. Hanzo is deciding to disengage from this fight. He doesn't want to fight in his actual body, which is very understandable. Meanwhile, mid lane turret, Shiro seems to love to stick around that mid lane and get it pushed in. Takes that mid lane turret just like the first game, very, very early.
Right now, Scarlet Mayhem is a bit reckless with leaving that mid lane turret open for too long. This does cost them a game. It will cost them the game a lot of times if they don't check it.
Oh, they managed to take down the Badang in the bot lane, and meanwhile Shiro and Larry managed to take down the Harith in the top lane. Ultra violence, they're dishing out the violence there to ultra violence. Moskov going in there. He's got his items up. I think he's close to having that Trinity built in. He's going in on Dunrai, but there's the counter engagement deletion for the Moskov. And this with 10 seconds to go for the next objective. Could this give Scarlet Mayhem the opportunity to pull this game back a little bit? I mean, they are around 3k gold behind, but they do have that Hanzo, they do have the Fasa, they do have the Harith to come through for them as we head towards the late game. Oh, there's the engagement. It's the Javelin Force coming out from the Harith, but Memphis Quick Fingers manages to get back to safety, trying to build back to health there. Oh my goodness, but Dang, he's getting engaged upon, throws a fist out there just to force back Don Rayo on the car lead. Hanzo into the mix. Feathered airstrike comes down from the Fasa, zoning everybody away. But Hanzo has used that ultimate. Shiro, he was into the backline using the stun, but nice flicker over the top of the wall. Salmon Force does come out from the Harith. There's the Dawning Light in response. Oh, Avatar of Guardian doesn't manage to catch up to anybody. But look at the first crack from Badang. He's timing this so beautifully. The fight is on. They take down Dan Ryo. The continuation. Spirit of Destiny into the backline. They take down Harith. They're on the chase for the Gatter. St. Eve is trying to hightail it out of there. The chase is on. Can he get this out? The taunt is up there. He manages to escape for the most part. He gets underneath the turret. He's so close. He's trying to pull his stacks back up, but they're not letting him go. Oh my goodness, he sustained through so much. There was a chase across the map. But somehow, they managed to lock onto that Gato, get the kill.
Right now, Scarlet Mayhem, I'm always optimistic. I do see that they still have a chance. However, they will have to be playing a lot more safer and definitely get the positioning on board.
Look at that Dawning Light from Shiro, taking down Hayabusa in the safety of his tier 3 turret. Oh my goodness. If you just get the builds up on screen, you can see what Xavier's built so far. He's got that glowing one. He's got that his Book of Destiny, I like to call it. Wishing Lantern will be up next.
And right now, Scarlet Mayhem only has 4 turrets left. Well, this definitely makes their job a lot more difficult.
Yeah, danger bells are ringing, but they do have the composition to get a defense going. You've got Hanzo, who's got a decent amount of wave clear. The same with a Harith, the same with a Fasa. Hanzo gets into that demon form of his, trying to engage onto Memphis here. Memphis throws out the ultimate. Oh, the Dawning Light, but the dash there from Harith just saving him. The engagement continues. They're trying to chase down Don Ryo. He gets taken down there. It's Avatar Guardian into the backline, but oh my goodness, Memphis underneath the turret. Triple kill for the YSS. This is why YSS is so deadly. First Lord of the game is up. 3 kills to the good. This should be Madagascar's Lord, 100%.
Madagascar really does not want to go for a third match this evening.
Yeah, by the looks of it, they do not. They want to end this game early. But let's get to see what defense can come out from Scarlet Mayhem.
Scarlet Mayhem can take the advantage right now of being locked in their base, have all the free farm coming to their side, farm up, and then take them down. Take Madagascar down.
Oh, there's the engagement by Memphis once more onto the Harith. Harith managing to escape with just a sliver of health. The first tier 3 turret is being locked onto here. The minion waves from the Lord are not even in yet. This battle is continuing. The heals from the Florin just saving everybody. Oh, Badang goes in with the first Black Winter Crown combination. The follow-up is in there from the team, but it's going to be Badang taken down there as the continuation is in the mix here. It's going to be this killing spree for the Moskov. Gets a double kill, forcing everybody back. The Lord is into the base. It's 2 left alive to defend. It's just going to be the Hanzo and the Gato. The base is wide exposed, and open Hanzo trying to get up to those damage dealers. The lock is on. The Nexus is exposed. It's taken down. It's game, set, match going the way of Madagascar as they take this 2-0.
This was a beautiful play from the side of Madagascar. They definitely did not want to take as long as the first match. They wanted to dominate this entire game, not give Scarlet Mayhem a chance, and then just take the base.
Yeah, what a game. What a game. The Scarlet Mayhem, they can feel proud of themselves. They put up quite a strong fight. I mean, that first game was pretty much theirs until that one major moment there when it was Madagascar winning that team fight and storming through. But this one here was a completely different game from the first one. They used the combinations that they had very nicely, did Madagascar. Dominated from early to late game. Although it didn't go really late. It was just an 11-minute match, 10 minutes 58 seconds. So well played to both teams. Scarlet Mayhem, unfortunately, being knocked out at this particular stage. But like I said, they can hold their heads up high for making it to the semis and also giving us an extremely entertaining match. But once more, Madagascar using that experience that they have to their advantage and moving through to the next round. So well played to them. Alright, so...
And Madagascar.
Yeah?
Madagascar also played on one of Scarlet Mayhem's weaknesses, which was positioning. Positioning was what turned the team fights around the whole time in Madagascar's favor.
That is true. That is true. They did use that their control, the vision that was supplied by a YSS Ultimate, very much to their advantage. But as everybody can see, the statistics for the game, who did the most amount of damage, who pushed the most, we are getting to look at right now. But we'll be getting the lobbies prepared as we move to the next match of the evening. Lotus, do we jump straight into that, or do we give the team some time? Because I know there's a little bit of a delay in terms of the time.
That is true, as we are just getting ready, both teams, and getting everyone into the lobby. So we can be going for a quick little pause, and then as we get the teams online.
Alright, so don't you go anywhere. The next game is up within the next 4 minutes. If you want to know what's cooking, it's going to be the day before, winners of the Viking series, the Soul Society up against our perennial finalists, Saint Dynasty, coming up next, 8 o'clock. Stay tuned to that. We will be back with you shortly.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see. It's a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that back. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. But there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Put through the test and you know I lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
Got things that I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait through the test so you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
Got things that I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy cause I'm the last boss.
Test so you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait through the test so you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
Got things that I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy cause I'm the last boss.
Test so you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Put to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
Got things that I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see is a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Put to the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase, so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race, so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time, so I gotta make moves.
Got things that I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark, cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard, cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this, cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again, and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off, cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the clock. I take the last shot, I got a fast cross. Villain energy, cause I'm the last boss.
Test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene, on every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see. It's a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Wait through the test and you know I'll ace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track. Yeah, I enjoy the race so I'll make that bag. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
That I wanna do. I got plans, got schemes that I follow through. I make all my gains from what I produce. I don't lose, I learn, don't get confused. Peace in the dark cause I work fucking hard. So many nights sitting in the graveyard cause they lost to the grind, but that's fine, that's a start. To do something great, sacrifice is a part of it. It's just the start of it. You can't start then quit, you have to harness this cause energy is bliss. And when I swing I miss, but then I swing and hit. So I'ma swing again and I'ma swing again. Then I'll be taking off cause I don't wait or pause. I got the game unlocked, I never mind the
Hello everybody, welcome back to the next game in the semi-finals. Apologies for the bit of the delay. We will do what Scott does with the name and shame. St. Dynasty made us wait, but let's hope that this game is going to be worth the wait. We do have Soul Society up against St. Dynasty in the semi-finals. It's going to be a best of 3. We're getting into the first match. The coin toss is going to go through. Let me just hand you over to Lotus as she takes us through that.
Hey everyone, so Soul Society did win the coin toss and took the left side so we can start with the bands. Now, Soul Society and Saint Dynasty are some of the two of the best teams in South Africa. Soul Society did make it to the grand finals in the Viking series, and Saint Dynasty also shined a lot during the MWL series. As we do see the first bands coming through, which are Kimmy and Chip from the side of Soul Society. So nobody wants to deal with the Kimmy tonight. As we will patiently be waiting for Saint Dynasty's band. So everyone, if there is a poll for you to vote on, please leave your votes of who you think will be winning in this match, 2-1, 2-0, and in whose favor. As Mibik bans out the Granger and the Bump Down. The poor marksmen today. They're getting targeted by all the teams. So, in total, the bands are Kimmy, Chip, Granger, Bedam. Chip, Granger, Bedam. Now, as we head in to the second round of tonight's upper bracket semifinals of the African Conquest Cup. It will be fascinating to see Soul Society versus Saint Dynasty, the two teams that could end up in a proper poem. However, SpongeBob T12 with the first ban taking out Hayabusa, so no shadow kill for any teams tonight. Dokoloshi coming up with a response there. So both teams are making sure to take out the heavy damage and heavy CC, taking out the Kalia and the Lucas. It does seem that most the newest heroes that recently came out do not get to shine tonight. Joy taken out by Yassi.
Butterflies born
Lulama picking up the Zushin.
guided by lantern's light.
We're in the banning phase. Ulama with the Zushin pick.
Yes. And Mimic and Maeve Wiley. Maeve.
Yeah, Maeve. It's Irish. They spell things weird.
Let's make the whole world for you and
Maeve is one of the a Fae queen in one of the books I read. She's that evil, mean queen that everyone wants to kill.
I'm born with
Dark
a
Phoenix picking up the Guinevere. While Jazz TC does pick up the Florin, and Maeve Wiley picked up the CC.
Yeah,
So
Florin with 100% win rate so far today.
My mission is to protect
no,
lives.
only 50% so far, as the first Florin was taken up by Saint Dynasty, who and Scarlet Mayhem, who did not win.
Yeah, they wanted it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. Because that first game, they were so dominant. You have to forgive me for forgetting. Also, I'm getting old now, so, you know, it comes with age.
I hear excuses. However, SpongeBob picking up the Hylos, Mimic taking up the Suyu. Now, Suyu is still a very strong jungler, especially that he only needs to get to level 3 to have all of his skills. And even early game, he still has a lot of damage.
Yeah, and you need some hard lockdown to deal with the Suyu. He's got so much of escape abilities. The first skill, his
Only
ultimate.
love and night are everlasting.
Sicilian, the Bat's Feast, banned from Bright.
Yeah, I mean, a Sicilian with a Florin next to them is going to be very hard to deal with. So some nice bans, some nice picks coming out. The Guinevere pick is quite interesting. I'm assuming Dark Phoenix is going to be very safe with that Gwyn pick up against a CC in the XP lane. And, well, just probably use that anytime you're going to get engaged upon, use the second skill to get out.
However, I do feel that a Sicilian ban was a bit unnecessary, because whenever a team picks up a Sicilian, everyone just picks up Lucian. So Lucian is his counter, sort of. So Saint Dynasty probably would have picked another mage.
Yeah, possibly, because, I mean, once you can control that Sicilian, you can get him locked down. So, Yassi looking like it's going to be either a Fasa or a Louis. I'm thinking it's going to be the Louis.
Where there is light,
that diversion play, especially with the composition that they have with that Florin in the mix, is going to create a bit of chaos. Astro going for the Raja. It's been a while since I've seen Raja in the jungle. He has fallen off a bit, but to be honest, I'm not sure exactly what happened that made him. I suppose it's the fact that we don't play those tanky junglers anymore, because Roger in his human form does HP based basic attack damage, so it's like he comes naturally with a Demon Hunter sword. So that was the reason he fell off a little bit from the meta. But let's get to see how Astro plays this Roger in with the final pick for the side of Soul Society, Bright, with the Nathan pick, or Nathan, as however you wish to pronounce it.
Right now, Soul Society does have more sustainability with 2 frontliners, while Saint Dynasty?
They've got the Florent, so a lot of this, the weight of this game is going to fall on the shoulders of Just Easy to make sure that she can stay safe and not get engaged upon, because you need that Floral Bloom. It's a game changer of an ultimate. But into the match we go, both jungles starting on the same side of the map. Zushin already starting with her zoning ability, as Lulama is just trying to pick up Yassi, throws him into the mid lane. Manages to clear a wave there, even with the flooded. Look at that. Evo's out already. Clint putting a bit of pressure here onto Bright, who gets back to the safety of his turret.
In the bot lane, we did miss a good skirmish, as Guinevere is already below half health.
Yeah. CC is a monster in the actually early part, mid part, even late part of the game. A very, very, very annoying hero to play up against. We did see the yin-yang combination did land onto the Zushin and Hylos, as once more Zushin starts off with that poke damage, but Yassi returning it, landing that yin-yang combination. Meanwhile, big engagement here onto the CC, as it's going to be first blood going the way of Soul Society.
Saint Dynasty will also definitely have to make sure to keep their magic defense items up, because Soul Society does have 3 magic heroes, which could cause a lot of problems.
Yeah. So no one's setting up for the Turtle Florent, trying to get the setup. They want to get a bit of poke damage here, which they do onto the Natan, as he gets back to the safety of his tier 1 turret. Hylos comes in there just to make sure that there's no dive underneath that turret. They weren't sure exactly where the Suyu was, but Suyu, Mimic, starting off this first turtle of the game, his teammates are getting into position. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a skirmish. Oh, there's going to be the Violet Requiem, comes out onto the CC. Mate while he manages to escape further. Well, almost escape. There's a blast as they manage to get the kill there. And Roger comes in there and steals that turtle. So far, Soul Society doing really, really well. There's Guinevere forces the flicker out from the Florent. Continuation of the engagement as Suyu manages to get his blue buff. There's the Yin Yang from the Zushin. From the Lu Yi, she's lifted back up. It's Hylos with that revitalize, staying safe. I thought Mimic on that Suyu was going to go for a full combination there. And would have been able to burst down that Hylos, but opting not to do that. Just poke and disengage.
So right now, Soul Society is making sure not to play too aggressively, just in case they overextend and get punished.
Yeah, they have picked up a decent advantage at this moment in time. They're continuing with that bit of pressure. They want to engage in onto this Clint. His second skill's back. The Floral Bloom did come out. Oh, there's the glorious pathway. This time the Clint, he's got the flicker. He tries to flicker away, but Roger has the Lycan Pounce. Is he going to be using it to get underneath the turret? The damage is in there. It's going to be in the turret underneath the turret, but Clint somehow surviving this. Right there, popping that Aegis, keeping himself alive. Meanwhile, it's going to be Lu Yi with that diversion play. Suyu into the mix, gets the return kill onto the turn. He wants to continue this. Now the Zushin zoning him away, presses that Crimson Lantern. Roger trying to escape, wants to get towards his jungle, but Mimic on that Suyu wants to continue with the pressure in here. Roger does have that Retribution up in a second. Oh, there's Hylos, he's back into the mix, does throw out that Retribution, does Roger, and manages to secure his neutral objective.
And now we also are heading into the second turtle of the game. Saint Dynasty, if they can manage to split up Soul Society, this could make the turtle team fight easier for them.
Yeah. But Soul Society, they've got a lot of team fight potential, as you stated earlier on in the stream. There's the diversion play coming in from you, Louis, using it to scout the bushes out, but they know where they are. Throws out the Yin Yang, doesn't manage to land. It's the Fire Requiem into the backline. The stuns are coming. A glorious pathway from the Hylos. CC throws out that curtain call, but the heals, that Flora and Bloom doing so much there. Suyu into the mix, manages to get a kill. Will we see the Hylos be able to... knocks down. It's going to be a double kill there as Suyu trying to get onto that Hylos, manages to get the kill. Roger chasing down the Suyu. Will he be able to get the kill? Oh, Suyu knocked up there by the Dark Phoenix. Doing what a job on this Guinevere. 5-0 and 1. Turtle still stands.
Clint did make sure to get the kill on the Roger, so if Clint can get his damage online, it could make Saint Dynasty's job a little easier.
Yeah, that's true. Guinevere chasing down the Louis there. So Soul Society have a nice position right now to try and get this engage once more. There's the diversion play, but this time around just using to scout out the bushes. Engagement onto the CC. CC turns around, pokes back up there. Florin throws out a couple skills, doesn't manage to land the stun. Louis trying to get that yin-yang combination set. There's the glorious pathway. Zushin throws out that first skill of hers. Roger wants to try to lurk and pause him, but the curtain call lands onto 2. Suyu into the mix. There's the Violet Requiem. Catches onto 2. The Floral Bloom is in there, but just not enough to do anything. Lycan Pounds come in. There's the follow-up. They're continuing this hunt. Roger, he doesn't want to give this up. He's chasing on as Dark Phoenix jumps into the mix. Clint makes that rotation. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Natan. He wants to try and push this mid lane turret in there. Zushin throws out the Crimson Lantern. Natan, they're helping to zone away. Hylos blocks everybody back up, as it should be second turtle going the way of Soul Society. 9 kills to the good. Almost a 4k gold lead. And, well, okay, I wouldn't say much about map control. There is no turrets down, but Soul Society in a very strong position right now.
You see, with the Lua Yi pick, it is really difficult for a Lua Yi to really come online if she doesn't have a high CC roamer.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Roger gets poked up. There's the glorious pathway. They're trying to slow down the Suyu, but he's got that mobility flip. Repositioning. The Floral Bloom does come out. Louis used that diversion play to try to get into the bush. Throws out the yin yang. Doesn't do all that much damage just yet. Roger is quite low, but he gets back to the safety of his jungle. Natan is there with the Hylos trying to defend the lane. Hylos taking up quite a bit of poke damage here from the Clint, as his passive is proccing quite often. Oh, nice camp from Mimic, but the scout out there from Mulana is here. He gets the poke and then disengages, decides against going in for a full combination once more. Meanwhile, it's going to be the Violet Requiem onto the CC. Dark Phoenix, give that mana bells, picking up yet another kill. 7-0 and 3. Godlike on this Guinevere.
Right now, if Saint Dynasty wants to turn the tables, another option that they could go for is make sure to start a team fight in the bot lane, preferably the bot lane away from the Lord, and then have someone push this mid lane, opening up the jungle to them, so that Soul Society can become more defensive and play less offensive.
Yeah, so first turret of the game has been taken down here by Dark Phoenix in the XP lane. Roger took quite a bit of damage there, jumping into Chokuloshi on that kill. So just getting the items up online for you so you can see what everybody is building towards. Clint got the Endless Battle online, also has the penetration there, and looks like he's going for the Berserker's Fury next.
As we did see the diversion play.
Yeah, in the second push there, Bright doesn't know it. There's the engagement with the follow-up there. Suyu gets the kill, and this is before the first Lord. But there comes Zushin trying to zone in there once more. Dark Phoenix not managed to land that Requiem, but they do manage to take down the Louis. Crimson Lantern comes through there. Suyu is into the mix. Oh, he dashes back in, dashes back out. Gets a kill there, so it's a 2-for-1 exchange going in the favor of Saint Dynasty. The turret's pretty even. The Lord being poked around, but this should be the proper dance. They gotta be very, very careful of this Dark Phoenix on this Guinevere. Oh, the jump in, beautifully done. The Floral Bloom, not enough to save. Guinevere sets it up once more as they get a pick off onto the Florin.
Right now, Soul Society is definitely gonna keep pressuring on the advantage that they do have. Keep pushing Saint Dynasty and making their job difficult. But if they can make just one small overextension once more, then Saint Dynasty can definitely capitalize.
Yeah, so Turtle almost down. Now it is down. Yin Yang combinations come out here. There's the play on to Takulashi on that Clint. Guinevere just picking up kill after kill. But the Lord has gone the way of Saint Dynasty. What are they going to be able to achieve with us?
Right now, Lord will definitely go through the top lane. So if Saint Dynasty can push the bot lane as well, just giving themselves a bit relief on the pressure that Soul Society is putting on them, then they can somehow, with enough farm, manage to turn the tables. However,
Yes.
Soul Society will be careful.
There's the diversion play coming through. It's Zushin engaged, but Crimson Lantern won't be enough. Zushin tries to CC up. The curtain call does come out, but it's 4 players there who managed to get that kill. But while Saint Dynasty did that, look at what Soul Society has done. They've managed to secure not 1, but 2, but 3 turrets for the price of 1 and a kill. I mean, without the Lord, it's like a big question here. Who actually had the Lord here? Was it Soul Society? Was it Saint Dynasty? They had the Lord. God, just managed to take down 1 turret with that, compared to 3 from Soul Society. Well played to Soul Society for that movement. Just for losing your mage. I don't think that's a worthy trade-off. Oh, once more Guinevere into the mix. There's the Floral Bloom coming out. The Violet Requiem is in there. The follow-up damage. Suyu trying to get something done. Bright manages to escape. So it's a 1-for-nothing exchange going the way of Soul Society.
Soul Society, Saint Dynasty. It sounds like they were trying to make a run with this one.
Yeah. Yes. Quadruple S's. Oh, Guinevere into the mix, but this time round the damage comes through from the Suyu. Raja hoping to try to get that Lycan Pulse and realizing nobody was low enough for him to do that. They can go back to the safety of farming and Soul Society. They do have the map control on their side right now.
Right now, Dark Phoenix does have a 537 gold bounty on her head. So if Saint Dynasty can manage to catch her out, punish her for a mistake, this could work in their favor.
Yeah, and yet another pick-off kill here by Soul Society. Those Guinevere plays are absolutely on point.
I definitely think she will be added to the ban list next game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I definitely think you're right. 15 seconds to go. It's the Lord coming up.
But both teams are just going to the other side of the map.
They want to try and create a bit of pressure here by getting the waves pushed in. Tier 2 turret has been taken down here by the side of Soul Society. They've got a lot of those Tier 2 turrets down. And now with this map control, they are in position to take this next Lord. They'll be hoping to take that, and since we've gone beyond the 12-minute mark, crack open that base, take down some Tier 3 turrets, and with the way they've been getting their pickoffs across the map, maybe even set up for something. There's a diversion play coming out from the Lu Yi, but scouted out by the Zushin. The Glorious Pathway is in there. The counter engagement of the full 5 man is in. Oh, but the curtain call coming through from the CC. She's trying to sustain through so much. Gonna get stunned up. That should be CC down. As Guinevere was in the backline, it's gonna be Bright. Throws out the ultimate. He's dishing so much damage, but he gets taken down himself. Roger manages to get a continuation of the kill. It's gonna be high loss. He's gonna get another pickup onto the Suyu, onto the Mimic. There's the chase. Will this be a team wipe? It's a team wipe! Soul Society in pole position here. Can they get the end? I don't think they can, but they'll probably try to push the waves, maybe get the final Tier 3 turret down. I mean, Tier 2 turret down. Well played to them. They 21-8. Soul Society, 6k gold lead. Well, almost. This could be game, set, match with this Lord. Let's get to see what happens. Let me get the bulls up so we can see what we think is going to happen based on the bulls.
Right now, the Guinevere, this problematic Guinevere, also has Winter Crown, so she can also now jump in without getting any damage. And so Saint Dynasty does not have enough magic defense to be able to help themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, CC into the mix, throws out the curtain call, only lands onto one. The fight is happening here in the jungle. Meanwhile, Guinevere just making sure that Lord is pushing up onto the top lane. We will see Saint Dynasty make the retreat towards the defense here. As Zushin and Guinevere are waiting for any bit of overextension. The Lord is being stopped from charging in. The frontliners are into the mix there. Roger just trying to help the Lord on his way. The mid lane tier 2 turret should fall down. Glorious Pathway comes out. The stun is onto CC. CC trying to frontline in there. The Lord has been melted down, but the mid lane tier 2 turret is gone. Oh, there's the lift off here by the Zushin once more. The Hylos throws out that revitalize, just keeping everybody healthy. They need to try and get some pressure onto these tier 3 turrets to Soul Society.
But Saint Dynasty can also, even if stuck in their base, like the match with Madagascar versus Golden Mayhem, they can also take the opportunity right now just to be able to take the opportunity and just to farm.
Yeah. But the game is firmly in the favor of Soul Society right now. They've got the cards in their hand. I mean, you've got a Natan late game potential, Roger as well. You've got the control coming out from the Hyros and the Zushin and Guinevere. I mean, 11-0 and 7. What a performance.
If I was Saint Dynasty, I would say that to deal with the Guinevere, everyone should group up, and just when you see she's about to jump, get out. Just to be able to pull.
Yeah, saying that, right, the jump comes in there and CC has been eliminated from the equation.
Right now the CC is standing on 082. She is not having a good time tonight.
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, CC... the Marksman, the Roma as well, 034. Oh, there's the Glorious Pathway. Flicker comes out from Yasi there as he tries to escape.
The CC, who is always able to counter a lot of XP laners, finally managed to find her counter. Guinevere.
10 seconds to go. This is the Lord. Not quite the 18-minute Lord, but I don't think that'll matter too much for the side of Soul Society. They're gonna go for the kill. Yo, there's this Guinevere into the mix. Once more, Winter Crown to stay alive. Has the immortality. Fast Fingers immortality has been popped, but still alive here. Oh, but Bright's taken down there on that Natan. There was just too much damage to sustain through, so it's a 1-for-1 exchange. Lord being started up, Hylos trying to do the zoning away here, Guinevere trying to build some health back up, wants to help the teammates. Oh, look at that from the Clint, so much damage coming through. Once more, Flodden has to use that flicker into the backline. They're forcing Mimic away, they're trying to chase down the Zushin. She throws out that Crimson Lantern. Hylos trying to zone everybody away. The Lord has been reset and reset and reset again. There's the diversion play coming out from the Louis. She's into the mix. Oh, what a violent Requiem! Catches out 3! Oh my goodness! Guinevere did die, but my goodness! What a violent Requiem. It's a 3-for-1 exchange. There's the Hylos. He's going in there. Can he steal it? No, it's gonna be us. You manages to secure the Lord. That was a bit dangerous. Oh, but the Yin Yang does land. Curtain call was onto 2. It's going to be CC. She's getting CC'd up. It's gonna be taken down by the Zushin. Meanwhile, Crimson Lantern comes out once more. They turn around. Winter Crown from the Louis, but I don't think that's enough to do anything. That's gonna be the Lord. That's a full team wipe. Natan is in the mix. He did use his ultimate to clear the wave. Can he take down the tier 3 talent? Can they end this? It's gonna be about 5 seconds before anybody's over here. There's the Glorious Pathway. They're crossing the wave. Is this the mode for Soul Society? Yes, it is. I think it is gonna be game, set, match. Soul Society. Lord, nothing. There's the game. Soul Society drawing first blood up against Saint Dynasty.
The match could have ended differently if Saint Dynasty, with this last team fight, if they managed to have at least 2 damage dealers surviving that fight to be able to defend base. Unfortunately, it was a team wipe out.
Yeah.
And Soul Society took that.
Unbelievable there. That was well played by Soul Society, taking the win here up against Saint Dynasty. But as we check the statistics for the game, let's get the next lobby ready. It's a best of 3. Saint Dynasty do have the option, or the opportunity, shall we say, to even things out. Or are we going to see Soul Society put the squeeze on this game, take it 2-0, and move through to the finals to face Madagascar?
However, there is the question to be asked: if Saint Dynasty takes out the Guinevere from the equation with a ban, would Dark Phoenix also have other hidden wildcard XP laners to be so problematic for the side of Saint Dynasty again?
Oh, very possible. Very, very possible. We're gonna have to wait and see what's coming up in this next drafting phase. But, well, that Guinevere really was a game changer of a pick. Not used to seeing a Gwyn in the 5-man scene very often, but hey, sometimes the strange works.
That is true.
Into the next game we go.
After going through the bans, with strange cards like the Guinevere, people always avoid the strange, so once you use strange, no one knows how to deal with it.
True, very true.
Now, as we wait for the bans of the teams, what do you think that Saint Dynasty might be able to take us to a third match this evening?
Well, they have made some substitutions. The same with Soul Society. They have brought on Monte from the previous, the previous swap out. So let's get to see whether the substitutions will be worth it, and who is going to be able to get that W in this next match.
However, I'm not seeing any bans coming out from the two teams, so
They want to delay the bans. Maybe they need more time to strategize.
and just a little bit of a breather from that match.
Yeah, that is true. Right, so it's going to be the Badang Granger band coming out from the side of Saint Dynasty.
As we do see that their captain came online and will be joining us for this match.
Maybe he was like, okay, I'm not sure what I saw in the first game, let me try and get this evened up. But this is going to be interesting. Let's wait for Soul Society's bands. It's going to be the Suyu and the Joy band coming through. So once again, Badang Granger, Suyu, Joy as the lobby bands. To see all the players are ready except for Bright. Always one person. Always one person. Just wait for them to press that ready button and we're gonna get into the game.
To be honest, I'm surprised to not have seen the Guinevere ban, because if I was Saint Dynasty, I would definitely get her out as quickly as possible. I would not want to deal with that again.
That's true. That is true. Because I mean, those that engagement, especially that 3-man at the end there. Sure, that was crazy.
Make some noise for yours truly.
Especially with the Guinevere, once she uses her ult, you can't even press flicker at times because it works the same as the suppression from Cho. So the only way to really get you some help is immortality, or at least a purify spell.
That's true.
Bloodseal's been itching for a real
So
fight.
CC and Kalia are the bands. What will Saint Dynasty respond with their next and final ban of this initial drafting phase?
They might go for a jungler ban. However, My prediction is fixed. My prediction skills.
Already got him lined up in my sights.
Kimmy once again taken out.
Yeah, like, no one wants to face up against this new Kimmy. She is quite broken.
Let's fight to our heart's content.
But we do get to see the Lucas finally for the first time tonight.
So Mimic picking up his, what we would say, signature Lucas, or one of the heroes that we've seen Mimic feature on quite a bit. What will Dark Phoenix go as a responsible? Astro going for the Fredrin pick nice and early. Bright decided to go for the Clint play. Will this mean we see a Florin come through?
As Maeve Wiley goes through her entire hero pool, might be able to see another Zeus in this match.
Possible, very possible. So Chakanoshi picking up the Zushin. That means we shouldn't really expect a high loss, but at the same time Zushin does deal fairly effectively with a Fredrin as well.
And with Quaz picking up the Harith, he will be able to fight against the Clint quite well, and definitely be able to help in the team fights.
Ulama with a very nice pick there on that Aurora, going for that proper setup there. So when Fred's got so much of crowd control, Aurora with that follow-up can prove to be very deadly. The Kufra being banned out by the side of Saint Dynasty. I'm surprised that Florin was banned. Oh, there we see. It's the Matilda pick coming through there. That's a beautiful pick to pair with the Fredrin. The Kufra getting banned out, I thought we were going to be seeing a Joy. Xborg being flashed on screen, potentially to deal with the Fredrin and the damage output that he's going to have there. Also, like a Ling or a Fanny could be brought into the mix. Though, I'm not too sure about a Ling pick with that the mobility being provided by the Matilda. Could pull people out of that Tempest of Blades ultimate, but let's get to see. As we are watching Maeve Wiley pick up the Gatto on the roam. Dark Phoenix flashing around that Bernadetta. Oh, we get to see the Bernadetta up into a Lucas now. It's gonna be the Phobius. So once more with that double front line and the extra sustain coming through from the Matilda.
So we'll be seeing the Lucas against the Phobius. I don't think I've ever seen that showdown between the two XP liners before, so sustainability
will be off the chain. Very crazy.
But into the second match we go.
Yeah. It's Saint Dynasty up against Soul Society. Soul Society drawing first blood, taking a first victory, and they're gonna hope to be able to get through in this next match, take it in a clean sweep fashion. Whereas Saint Dynasty, with the substitutions that they've brought in, are gonna hope to try to even things up 1-1 and take us into a third game. But once again, for everybody who are tuning in, thank you for tuning in to watch. Hope you're gonna enjoy this match. I know we are.
As for the Ling, that is true. However, I'm very unsure about the Ling pick because Soul Society does have a lot of sustainable heroes. So taking a Ling, however, okay, Ling is not lagging. Because Soul Society does have the Matilda to just, as you said earlier, pull them out of Ling's ult.
Yeah.
However, Ling just might surprise us.
That's true. That is true. Maybe the Ling pick is in there to just escape the amount of CC that's going to be brought in. Aurora getting poked, but decides to poke back. Being zoned away from the wave here. So missed out on a good few minions. And with that will be forced to stay level 1 for at least a good few seconds more. Matilda coming through there just to try and help this Aurora get to that level 2. Zushin with the lift up. There's the follow up from Maeve Wiley by the Gatto. Meanwhile, here in the bot lane, we are watching the engagement. Is Raja up against a Phobius? Lucas up against the Phoveus. I would expect, as you can see here, Phoveus to win that matchup.
If it was Roger against the Phoveus, I would definitely be betting on the Phoveus.
yeah. Oh, there's the engagement. Tempest of Blade does come out there. Ling manages to pick up first blood underneath the turret.
Saint Dynasty's captain definitely getting revenge for his team from the last match.
Yeah. First blood going the way of Saint Dynasty. Once more, this mid lane battle of attrition is continuing. Zushin just trying to zone away that Aurora, but Aurora using the guiding winds from the Matilda just to reposition. Turtle will be up within the next 5 seconds. Ling trying to secure that Litho, not wanting to waste the retribution. Fredrin into the jungle, trying to put a bit of pressure onto the Ling while the fight continues as Zushin's being zoned away, manages to get the lift off once more, taking a lot of damage underneath the turret, and manages to escape the attention. Oh, but the flicker play comes through from the Aurora as Rulama gets a kill. There's the engagement onto the Gatto. Fred trying to land those taunts in there. Phoveus into the mix. They're doing so much damage there, forces the Gatto away. Meanwhile, Ling saying, oh, you know what, let's just leave them to take this first turtle of the game. Lucas tries to scout out, cause a bit of a distraction as Ling is just stealing farm across the map. There's the taunt. It's going to be Gatto with that revitalize coming out there. Phoveus does manage to secure the turtle, but Fredrin secures the turtle. Phoveus just frontlining like a beast. Meanwhile, it's Ling into the mix. Is he going to be able to get the Phoveus? He doesn't want to commit the Tempest of Blades. He still has it. Does commit it. The Guiding Winds is in position. Aurora gets the stun off. Throws that Freezing Glacier. Ling does manage to proc that passive of hers. Manages to get the kill. Gets onto the wall and escapes. Zushin continuing the engagement here, but getting CC'd up by the Fredrin. She's throwing out skill after skill. Lucas is into the mix. Matilda and Fredrin have to hightail it out of there. Beautiful play from the Ling.
That is true. And Harris and Clint are still just not being too aggressive against each other. Right now, both are going to be focused on farming, it seems. And once they get their fire spikes, they can help their teams turn the game around in favor of each other.
Very true. Very true. But Ling getting fed so early is quite scary. Because, he's a late game monster. If this continues, he's going to start one-shotting. So the Soul Society have to be a bit careful with the Ling in the mix here. Getting so much of farm so early on. He's already on a killing spree at the 4-minute mark.
But right now, even the gold difference is still relatively equal with only a 300 difference.
Yeah, that's true. There's the engagement onto the Matilda. They're trying to get a bit of poke chaser down there. Fredrin uses the guiding winds to get into position. Ling is on the wall. There's the freezing glacier. Avatar of Guardian comes out. There's the Tempest of Blades as Ling manages to almost delete another. The flicker coming through. Oh, but Clint shuts down the Ling. Fredrin frontlining for his teams, throws out the ultimate, revitalizes Iron there, not enough to save health. Clint is going wild with the damage as it's gonna be 3-0 exchange going the way of Soul Society, and this with the second turtle of the game being up.
With the Clint damage, when I first played him, I was told that if Eudora is the queen of burst damage, then Clint would be the king of burst damage.
He's got quite a
However,
bit. Yeah.
The Phoveus getting that was engaging onto the Ling.
Yeah, Phoveus is a scary hero. He's one of those heroes that are just absolutely nuts. As Fredrin into the jungle, stealing the buff away from Ling, they've managed to slow down his farm here and swing a healthy 2k gold lead. There's the engagement onto the Matilda. Lucas in that beast form, but gets zoned away by the Aurora. Nice play here between the Matilda and Aurora as a mid lane duo, keeping everything safe and on lock. But now the hunt seems to be on for the Clint. He does know that everyone is around this particular area of his jungle. Fredrin's into the backline, trying to engage onto the Zushin. She throws out a couple of skills there. Stays safe for the most part. Fredrin just trying to CC up whoever he can. As the engagement is going towards Ling's blue buff. They're going to try to force the play here. Link staying very safe. There's the Avatar of Guardian. Manages to land onto one. The Beast form comes through. It's going to be Aurora of the Freezing Glacier. Tempest of Place does land. It's a 1-for-nothing exchange in the favor of Soul Society. Oh, Fredrin hits that ultimate. Aurora gets a kill, but Ling picks up a quick double there. Actually, it picks up one and Harith gets the other. Who takes the blue buff though? Ling lost his blue buff. The engagement is on here in the mid lane. Zushin being forced away. The waves are pushing in. This could be a mid lane turret being taken down. As Ling, he's gonna get scouted out by the Clint. Doesn't want to go in onto the Clint without that Tempest of Blade. Clint trying to force the play. Ling manages to get to the safety of the wall and hops back to the safety of the tier 2 turret. But it looks like I thought they were going to go for this mid lane push, Soul Society, and at least take the mid lane turret.
However, they did not apparently, as it is now the third and final turtle of the match.
Yeah, so there's the engagement here onto the Gato. Zushin gets stunned up by the Aurora. Third turtle is up, as you say. Meanwhile, the Lucas is on the gold lane, focusing onto that Clint. Are they going to get him underneath the turret? Let's just see. Zabin Force comes out from the Harrod dancing around. They managed to take down the turret to even the turrets up. One apiece on the side lanes. Third turtle going, as we can see, uncontested to the side of Soul Society. They've got that very healthy gold lead now, almost 3k. They're pushing through. Oh, there's the engagement right now. It's going to be the Crimson Lantern coming through by the Zushin, but she's going to get hunted down. Unstoppable for the Clint. It's a shutdown, however, goes the way of Zushin. But this fight continuing into the mix. Aurora throws out that Freezing Glacier, does land onto 2. Ling was in the back line there, but decides to jump away. Phobius is now into the mix. Oh, but look at that from the Lucas. The beast form, the blast coming through. Lucas managing to disengage. Phobius is engaging onto the Gato. Gato somehow surviving through all of this. With him and the Fredrin uses the Avatar of Guardian. 1 HP escapes there for Maeve Wiley, being very wily with that Avatar of Guardian, and gets that disengaged there. 1 HP escapes.
It's now past 8 minutes in the game. 3 kill advantage for the side of Soul Society, along with a 2k gold advantage.
Yeah, Ling trying to pick up the swords and escape. Wants to engage onto the Aurora. Fredrin trying to get the lock on there, but Ling is really slippery. Is he heading his way towards Phobius? Phobius is being caught out here. Zabin Force comes out. It's gonna be Mimic on that. Lucas who gets the kill. Will we see the mid lane push coming through here? I think Ling should be moving towards the bot lane to get the push on. With 2 dead, defending those turrets would be difficult. But so far, Soul Society doing a good job. They managed to keep this mid lane clear as they possibly can. Ling should be able to pick up a turret on the bot lane side, however. But still, things are still looking fairly okay for the side of Soul Society. Though that tier 1 turret. Oh, there's the engagement onto the Zusha. They managed to get a kill. Avatar of Guardian being committed, and this is with a few seconds before the Lord. There's the Tempest of Blades coming out from the Ling. He has to try to dash back to safety. Only manages to use 1 sword. He's going to get hunted down by the Fredrin. Doesn't have the energy. There's the taunt. There's the kill with the Lord being up. What was going on there? Engagement with no discipline from the side of Saint Dynasty allows Soul Society to melt down this Lord. Fredrin, we've seen Astro do some wonders with that Retribution. The fight is on there. Astro manages to get that. It's going to be the Bright taken down by the Gato. Circling Eagle comes out onto the Lucas. Lucas is taken down. Fredrin's in the backline trying to CC up the... Yes, the Harith double kill going the way of Aurora. The hunt is on. It's just 2 left alive for the side of Saint Dynasty. A Crimson Lantern comes out from the Zushin, gets back to safety. But with this Lord, this could swing the tide of the battle in the favor of Soul Society.
So right now, as you said, Saint Dynasty made a lot of undisciplined moves, and in Mobile Legends, discipline is everything in a game.
That is very true. Fredrin getting poked. Don't care about the poke as the mid lane turret has been taken down by Soul Society. Clint, will he be trying? Oh, he jumps in there. He's going to get engaged upon by the Ling. but Clint turns around, dishing out the damage. Beautiful flicker there from Bright. Lucas is on the hunt, trying to catch the Clint. There's the CC coming up from the Aurora. Unstoppable for the Aurora. Fredrin, meanwhile, zoning everybody away. He's gonna get chased down. The Lord making its way down the bot lane, but the shield is still up, so we should see the Lord disappear in like legitimately a second. But with this, tier 2 turrets are falling left, right and center. Lots of pressure being placed around the map here by Soul Society. This is, they've managed to swing the game into their favor, taking this game by the scruff of their neck. Picked up a almost 4k gold lead, 3.5k gold lead. And now the map control firmly on their side.
And if we take the builds of several of the heroes have most of their items ready. And the anti-heal coming in from the side of Soul Society is really helping them.
Very true. Very, very true. They have the map control. They just need the discipline to see this game out and take it 2-0. Move on to the finals to face Madagascar. But right now, we still can't count out Saint Dynasty. They've got some big players on their side. They have the potential to turn things around.
Yes. Also, earlier I recognized my mistake in calling Clint the Burst King. I meant the One-Shot King.
Yeah. Ling going for the split push, as we would expect a Ling to do. So there's the engagement. It's going to be Ghetto Priest up. Not even the Revitalize is enough to save him. Zavon Force does come. Oh, but Zushin with a beautiful pull back onto the Fredrin. Fredrin somehow manages to survive all of that and escape. Meanwhile, Ling trying to get a bigger push as he possibly can. It is 20 seconds to this next Lord. It's a 2-for-0 exchange. But Ling with that force play, forcing the side of Soul Society out of his own jungle, as Fredrin will be trying to heal back up and get ready for this Lord. This is going to be the... Oh, there's the engagement here onto the Clint. Clint once more with a flicker. Manages to disengage. Is going to turn around and get the Link. Can he do that? He got that passive to proc. Yes, he does. What a play from Bright there. Patiently waiting for that Tempest of Blades. Baited it out. Flickered through. So this is going to be big advantage the way of Soul Society. They're going to have I wouldn't say a free Lord, but I don't see how Saint Dynasty can contest this without retribution. There's the engagement onto the Matilda. She's got that guiding winds out. The Lord not being reset quite, being pulled slightly. Oh, there's Phobius dropping the hammer there, forcing the Avatar of Guardian to be used defensively. Lucas trying to go into the mix, trying to get CC everybody up. Aurora, beautiful freezing glacier. There's the Zabin Force in the mix. Fredrin does manage to get the Lord, and it's going to be him frontlining as Phobius gets another kill. They're trying to force down this Oh, there's the Tempest of Blades comes out there as it's a double kill going the way of Harith. Oh my goodness, Ling, he almost takes down this Matilda, does take down the Matilda. He's gonna get hunted. The Lord is making his way through. It's Phobius with the flicker knock up. They're gonna get the Ling. It's a 4-for-3 exchange. The Lord is in the mix, but without the Clint, can they end this game? I don't know.
Right now they just made sure to drag on the match length, and Saint Dynasty did do a good job at stalling time, giving themselves just another opportunity to defend themselves, as most of their team members are back onto the board.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Fredrin into the front line in a 1v3 situation. Phobius is there into the mix. Fredrin pops that ultimate, but doesn't manage to land. The Salmon Force was there, had dodged all the damage, takes down the Fredrin. Lost. Lucas trying to zone that Clint away as Saint Dynasty hoping to protect all their tier 3 turrets. They do manage to melt this Lord down. Oh, there's the engagement. Freezing Glacier into the mix. They're gonna take down this the Mimic on the Lucas. Phobius once more as they do set up the Harrods down as well. Oh my goodness, could this be another tier could this be a tier 3 turret? Could they translate into some extra pressure here? The waves are being allowed to freely push. Ling, he's on the hunt for this Clint, but I don't think you really want to hunt Clint down. Clint second scales this down. Oh, Ling walks straight into the Aurora. Freeze. Recalls coming out there. What a play here from Soul Society. Right now, Saint Dynasty don't seem to have the answers to the team fight potential that's coming through from Soul Society.
That is true, and the Gato keeps using his ult defensively because he just doesn't get the opportunity to really initiate team fights, so this makes it a lot more difficult for them and takes away a lot of their potential team fights.
Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. We are just over 30 seconds away from the next Lord of the game. The Lord, as we know, gets tankier and tankier as time goes by. Soul Society are in a very strong position right now to take this Lord. It's going to be difficult. They know the timer on the blue buff. Fredrin is front lining in here. Gato trying to scout out. They want to deny Ling the blue buff, or at least force him to use Retribution. Clever play here from Soul Society. Because if they force Ling out with the Retribution this close to the Lord, oh, there's the engagement. Lucas trying to get into the backline. This is the flicker comes through from the Aurora. Fred is into the mix. There's the Avatar of Guardian. But this time manages to catch up to so many. However, Clint is doing the damage. Tempest of Blade does come out. It's going to be a raw to Aurora, but the CC is up there as Link tries to dance away. He manages to get a kill, but he's taken down. Oh, Fredman drops the hammer blade there. It's going to be Gato as a man alone, and a 1v3 battle is going to get CC'd up. Should be taken down there. Oh, he is taken down. But I don't know, at this low health, do they want to actually go for the Lord? This is a 4-for-1 exchange to the side of Soul Society. They actually have the option to end this. They're going with the push. There's only one minion wave. The minion wave will still be coming through here. It might give time enough for a cross on that Harrods to come through. They want to try to get a push onto this tier 3 turret. Can they get this done? It's Harrod into the mix here. Or will they really go for it? I don't know. Fred will try to get the base lock on there. Could this have been a fatal mistake? I don't know. Fovius trying to front line here. He's going to have to turn around to fight. But Harrod, that Zappin Force, he's doing so much damage. I don't know whether that was the play. They could have taken the tier 3 turret disengaged. They went for it. But was that just fighting too much? I think so, Lotus. I think so.
Yes, they better have more than they could chew. However, Clint might be able to make up for his teammate's mistake, but it will be difficult, and St. Dynasty will definitely try to take into this open door.
Oh, the Circling Eagle, they take down the jungler. That keeps them alive into the mix just to allow the Fredrin to be there. Clint doing so much damage. Zusha just trying to scout out the bush. It's going to be Matilda has to flicker away. There's a Crimson Lantern in response. They're zoning out this Matilda, but Fredrin is there to the rescue once more. Meanwhile, Locust on the hunt manages to take down the Clint. Oh my goodness, this game is going back and front. Big seesaw actions happening here.
But at least right now the side of Soul Society does have the jungler online and ready to fight for the Lord, especially if he has his tanky XP laner with him.
Yeah, but this
However,
is the 8-minute Lord. This is the 18-minute Lord, and it does HP based damage. As a tank jungler, you don't really want to go into to take the Lord without your marksman. They're gonna have to buy time.
Yes, both teams will definitely have to play with discipline right now. They cannot afford any more mistakes.
6 seconds to Clint to be back. The full team of St. Dynasty is here. They know that this is their opportunity to try to get something done. Lucas is zoning away. Throws out there, unleash the beast. It's going to be Phobius into the mix there, trying to zone, trying to create the angle for his teammates. There's the Circling Eagle, it's the Lord, it's so loud. Tempest of Blade comes on. Harold manages to get the Lord. The continuation of the fight is on here. Harold doing so much damage as Phobius knocking off the Lucas there in the backline. Matilda trying to save the teammates. It's going to be a 4-for-nothing exchange. There's only Ling left alive. This is the moment. Goodness me, the wave is in there. Ling is trying to do a backdoor, but I don't think he can. Clint is still around here. Phobius trying to stop this. This should be game set match. The recalls are coming out. Soul Society with the upset go through to the finals of the African Conquest Cup. We'll be facing Madagascar. What a game. Well played, Soul Society taking this victory.
That was a beautiful play from the side of Soul Society, and especially with the Phobias having that good map awareness just to be able to watch out for the Ling trying to backdoor.
Crazy. Well, Ling wouldn't have been able to, complete that backdoor. Even with the minion wave in there, it was, the waves were just spawning up at that time. But it's not like he would have been able to defend that in a 4v1 situation. So, I mean, the backdoor was,
your only potential choice. Just push there and hopefully force the team to recall. But Soul Society had one thing on their mind: end the game, end it now. What an amazing match. So well played to both teams, but a big congratulations to Soul Society, making it all the way to the finals. So Lotus, we will see them up against Madagascar. Well, not tonight, but soon.
Yes, definitely not tonight.
My goodness.
However, at the moment, for all the viewers watching, Waylander Gaming Academy is still up and running as far as I know, according to the schedule. So do please check it out when you guys have time.
Yeah, the Academy games are on. That is still live. We are done with the African Conquest Cup for this evening. So if you still want to continue watching some Mobile Legends action, just switch across. It's sort of like switching channels. Just press that remote control. And speaking of pressing, don't forget to press that like, share, and subscribe buttons. You really would be helping us out here at Waylander Gaming on the channel. But from a very, very exciting two semi-finals, I mean, that was just some absolute crackerjackers of games. I was so amazed with the performances, the results. It's just, oh my goodness. It's going to set up an extremely exciting finals tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But once again, thank you for watching. We will see you on the next stream coming up very, very, very soon. Actually, no, it won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. The finals will be when? Okay, did they announce the date for the finals? It should be sometime during the week or next weekend, I think.
The African Conquest Cup is having to seem to be only on Fridays and Saturdays, so it will probably be next Friday.
Yeah. Probably.
However, for more action, earlier next week would be the Monday, the grand finals for the Viking series.
The grand finals for the Viking series tomorrow.
Yes.
What time is that?
It will be. I think it starts also 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I cannot remember. However, it will be Soul Society going up against Esketon Sonata. So that evening is definitely sure to be action-packed.
I thought the finals was already done with that.
Yes, it was the finals and then the grand finals.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean it was the lower bracket?
Yes.
The lower bracket finals. All right. So that's going to be a very exciting game. I'm quite interested to see what's going to happen there. Those are two. Actually, we've seen them play in the Viking series so far. Those two teams are quite strong. Some very strong performances. I know my protege is in Esketon Sonata, General Cho. So I'm going to be quite excited to see how he does in that matchup. And if he's watching, then, no pressure.
Especially as it will be best out of 5. So a lot of aspects of both teams will be tested and tried and put pressure on, but as you said, pressure is how diamonds are made.
Exactly. But for all of you who stayed tuned and glued watching this particular game, very, very exciting last match. Very well played to Soul Society, going through to the finals up against Madagascar. That'll be coming up within the next week or so. Brought to you right here on Waylander Gaming. But from myself, Waylander, Lotus, any final words before we end this particular stream?
None from my side.
Alright, so we're just going to say goodbye and good night to all of you. We will see you because we'll be switching across to the next stream ourselves. We will see you all shortly on the next stream. Thank you for watching.